So students, we are here once again with the chapter Fundamentals of Partnership. I am Mahindra Kumar, PGT Accounts from Mount Literacy School, Jhansi. So here we will be continuing the same chapter. In the last session I explained you the basic concepts, I explained you what is capital and how many types of capital are there in partnership, fixed capital and fluctuating capital. So now we will be repeating. In the last session also I have shown you how to make P&L appropriation account. So what all accounts are maintained when capital is fluctuating? When the capital is fluctuating in the questions, what all accounts are maintained? So first account which is maintained is profit and loss appropriation account. Second account which is maintained is partners capital account. So first of all we will be seeing how profit and loss appropriation account is maintained. Okay, so first we will be making ledger accounts like we have made in class 11th, we have learnt in class 11th. Okay, understood? The debit side and the credit side. There will be some profit or loss given in the question whenever you will be attempting the question. The first, if it is given profit over here, you will be writing the profit on the credit side because profit is always credited, as the rule says, debit all expenses and losses, credit or incomes and gains. And if in the question loss is given, then loss will be debited. We would have written over here by loss brought down. But mostly a firm works for profit. So mostly in the question you will be finding profit. Then on the debit side we will be writing interest on capital. So I told you in the last class also that partners invest some capital and the firm has to give them interest on the capital. So interest on capital is already mentioned in the partnership deed. Okay? How much interest on capital will they be giving? Suppose in this question we can take at the rate of 10%. So at the rate of 10%, suppose the capital is 20,000, then 2,000 will be given for A, and for B the capital is 10,000, then 1,000 at the rate of 10% will be given to B. Then if any of the partners working as a manager or as a worker, then some salary will be given. If both the partners are working, and both of them will be getting the salary. Some commission will be given. All this will be debited. Then on the credit side, if some of the partner or both the partners or all the partners, maybe 3, 4, 5, most probably you will be finding 2 to 3 partners in your question. So if there are 2 partners and both of them have withdrawn some amount from the firm, that means they have withdrawn amount from the capital. For that they have to pay some interest. This interest on drawing is also at the rate of some percent. Suppose here we will take 5%. So whatever drawings they have withdrawn, whatever amount they have withdrawn, on that at the rate of 5% will be charged by the firm, and that will be credited because interest on drawing is benefit or profit for the firm. Then we will see whether the total of the debit side or total of the credit side is bigger. If suppose the total of the credit side is bigger, then we will be totaling it up over here. Then we will be writing the same total here, and we will be deducting the amount that is interest on capital, salary, commission, profit, and then profit, we will be getting profit over here. And if the total of the debit side is bigger, then we will be getting loss. Okay, so I hope you must have understood P&L appropriation account. Now we will be moving to partners capital account. So now I will be showing you how partners capital account is maintained or made. Since we have taken that there are 2 partners in this firm, we will be making the partners capital account with 2 partners. Okay, the format will be same, only the heading will be changed. The heading will be over here is capital account. We have already done P&L appropriation account. Now with the partners capital account, when the capitals are fluctuating. So first we will be writing here the capital which A and B as a partner have invested in the business. Then if you remember the P&L appropriation account, on the debit side I have written interest on capital. So all the things which are written on the debit side of P&L appropriation account will be coming on the credit side of partners capital account, like interest on capital of both the partners, salary of both the partners, commission only B has given. So here I have put a dash, and in B I have written down the commission. Whatever profit they have earned in P&L appropriation account, I have written down the profit also. Then whatever amount they have withdrawn on the debit side, and interest on capital drawing on the credit side. Oh sorry, debit side again. Okay. Then we will be finding that which side, whether the debit side or the credit side total is bigger. If the credit side total is bigger, here your answer will be getting, here will be the balancing figure, and if it will be debit side, then here you will be getting your balancing figure, and that will be your answer. Now I will be doing one question. You might be, before doing the question, you might be confused, or you might be knowing how to take out interest on capital. As I have told you that interest on capital suppose 10%, and here I have told you interest on drawing at the rate of 5%. So students, here we are with the partners capital account. I have already explained you profit and loss appropriation account. Now this is partners capital account. So both the partners must have invested some capital. So here we will be writing the capital, then interest on capital, then salary. Both the partners' salary, commission was given to only B, if you remember, in P&L appropriation account, and P&L appropriation profit which we got after the deduction of debit side, credit side total from debit side. Okay, then drawings, then interest on drawings. Okay, then this is your balance figure, and this will be termed as your answer. Now, before proceeding to a question, I would like you to explain how you can calculate interest on capital and how you can calculate interest on drawings. Okay, so first I will be explaining you how to calculate interest on capital. Okay, so here we will be doing one small question. Shall I rub it? So you remember that two accounts are prepared: P&L appropriation account and partners capital account, when capitals are fluctuating. I have also explained in the last class that when capitals are fixed, we prepare three accounts: P&L appropriation account, partners capital account, and partners current account. Now here we will be taking one imaginary question. Okay. Valuation of interest on capital. Okay. Suppose A and B are partners. In the starting, A have invested rupees 5 lakh in the business, and B have invested rupees 3 lakh in the business. Okay, fine. And the rate of interest I have already told you, that was at the rate of 10%. But in the month of July, A decided to increase his capital by 1 lakh rupees. So here again, it will be 5 plus 1, 6 lakhs into 10 upon 100. But here again we have to calculate the months. The accounting period is from 1st April 2019, you can say, to 31st March 2020. Okay, and I told you in 1st July he added capital. So this 5 lakh is being operated from 1st April to July, April, May, June, 3 months. 1st July we will not be taking. So here we will be taking out this for 3 months. Then this will be from 1st July to 31st March, and this will be from 1st April to 30th June. Okay, then we will be calculating it. Whatever amount we will be getting, we will be writing here. Then again we will be calculating the months from July to March. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. In all we have to calculate 12 months. 3 plus 9, 12 months. Okay, 3 plus 9, 12 months. Again we will be calculating, and whatever amount we will be getting, that will be our interest on capital of A. And now B has invested only 3 lakh rupees. He has not increased any amount. So for 1 full year only 3 lakhs of B was invested in the business. So his interest on capital will be 30,000. That is 10% of 3 lakh. Understood? So this is your valuation of interest on capital. Okay. Now we will be moving to interest on drawings. So now we have already done the interest on how to calculate interest on capital. Now how to calculate interest on drawings. So there are 2 methods to calculate interest on drawing. One is simple method, which is not that much simple, and another method is product method. So before explaining the simple method, I will be explaining you the product method. And this method is only and only applied when the amount of drawings are not equal. Not equal means at every month the partner, whatsoever the partner, whether A or B, is not withdrawing the equal amount. Every month he is not withdrawing 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. So the drawings are not equal every month, and the dates are also not equal, which means to say he is not withdrawing the amount on the first of every month, or on the last date of every month, or on the middle of the 15th month. He is only withdrawing on different dates and different amount. So here, suppose this amount he is withdrawn 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. Then the accounting period is from 1st April to 31st March 2020. We will be calculating from 30th April till 31st March. That comes to 11 months. Then from 1st June till 31st March again, then 10 months, then 1st August till 31st March, then 8 months, then 1st October till 31st March, then 6 months. Then we will be multiplying these figures, because of which it is called as product method. We will be taking out the product of each date and each amount, then we will be totaling this amount, and then we will be, with the help of this formula, we will be calculating the interest on drawing. The formula is amount into rate upon 100 into 1 by 12. Okay, that's all for today, students. Simple method I will be explaining you in the next class. Thank you and have a good day, and be safe and sound. Thank you, children.